It's Heather with Senior Service Industry Nights of Florida, and I'm coming to you from Dr. Barbecue in St. Pete. We're getting ready for our first ever St. Pete Senior Service Industry Night, and that's going to be on September 18th from 4:30 to 6:30. And actually, I've done a little different twist with this one. I want to kind of give back to somebody who I think is really a rock star in the community, and they're helping seniors, and that would be Kelli Casto, and she is with Save Our Seniors.
Thank you so much for having me. Saving Our Seniors is a local 501c3 nonprofit, and we provide durable medical equipment to low-income seniors. I'm an occupational therapist full-time, and throughout 12 years practicing, I've really seen the lack of resources there are for seniors when it gets either purchasing medical equipment or being denied through Medicare, or not being able to have the financial limitations to purchase a shower chair or a sit-to-stand lift.
And it's a real problem, not just in Pinellas County, but it's a problem really probably all across the country. You have so many people, so many seniors that need these things, and let's face it, durable medical equipment isn't cheap.
No.
Right?
And even, sometimes even going to a secondhand store and items like that, you're not always getting the most reliable equipment. So we pretty much collect gently used equipment from, seniors that no longer need it. But we're a little bit different than other organizations. We have a no wait list. So if we don't have an item in our inventory, we'll purchase it up to $200 per senior, because as a therapist, I know how important it is to have that equipment from day one.
Absolutely. So tell me the areas that you service. Obviously, you're in Pinellas County. Are you outside of Pinellas as well?
Yeah, so I service Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Sarasota, and Hillsborough County. And we're looking, always to continue to grow. And we are launching a new program in January of 2020. It's been, I get these great ideas at 3 a.m. when I'm sitting at my warehouse, packing up for deliveries for the next day. I go into a senior's house and they need a walker, but then they need some food, and they need pet food, and they need toiletries, and they need all of these other items. And sometimes I don't think they like to ask because they don't want to be taken out of their home. And myself, I'm just this girl that started a charity on a random day. I've helped over 4,000 people, and I'm just looking to help. I don't want to take them out of their home. I want to keep them there as long as they can. So we are launching kind of a mobile DME store. So we'll basically have a mini bus, like a medium-sized bus, and we'll take it to local 55 and over apartment buildings and mobile home parks and assisted livings, and we'll kind of do like a pop-up, and they can come and get all the items that they need, within that realm of what they might need, anything. And we'll request small donations, but I haven't really figured all of that out
What's
yet.
the most requested item, or what's the hottest item that you're constantly getting requests for?
Wheelchairs are a big item. I think a lot of times, they get them through Medicare, but then they get rid of them, and there's that big 5-year rule that if they get rid of the item within 5 years, they're responsible to pay for it.
Oh.
So a lot of times seniors, when they no longer need it, they don't want to remind themselves of that piece of equipment that when they broke their hip and they had to rely on their family members to help them, they kind of get rid of it or give it to another senior in need. And let's say they fall and break their hip again and they need that. So that and adult pull-ups and shower chairs are really my biggest referral source.
Really? Adult pull-ups? I wouldn't have even thought of that. I'm always thinking of equipment.
Yeah, those are very important. And a lot of people go through, lots of packs a day, and they're very expensive. So,
wow.
We give them 3 to 4 cases at a time and request a small donation, and we'll deliver it out to them within 7 to 14 days.
And how long has Save Our Seniors been around? When did you start this?
I started it in July of 2016, so about 3 years. It has been definitely interesting, to say the least. I feel like my social life has kind of gone down, but being able to help so many people has been it's truly my passion.
Well, you've got a lot of people in Pinellas Market that really think fondly of you, because several of my sponsors for this event were the ones that encouraged me to actually do things a little differently and ask for a donation for you on the night of our event, because they said you're one of the hardest working women in showbiz, so to speak. So,
thank you so much.
And I think it's kind of funny. I want to share too, off camera. You guys kind of know my routine is I always ask something personal about the person at the end of the storyline, and so I was trying to get Kelli prepared and said, can you tell me something about hobbies or something that would interest everybody? And it was hilarious because she said, well, all I do is save seniors, and she started giving an example, which I think is hilarious. You want to tell them about your date night?
So I recently got a boyfriend, which is just crazy to me, because all of you people that know me know that I have always been looking heavily for a new husband, or a husband. I've never had one. Let me clarify that. But my boyfriend was like, let's go out on last Friday night, and I was like, yes, let's. So I got him all prepared, and I was like headed over to his house, and I showed up in my van. And he's like, where are we going in that thing? And I was like, oh, I forgot. We have to do a little detour. So we went and picked up medical equipment from a young senior that just passed away. And I got there, and my van is, I call it the humble van. It was recently donated for free, and it gets us from like point A to point B, but sometimes we have detours because it might just stop randomly working. But you just like go over to the side of the street, turn it off, and then turn it back on, and we're back in business. So we went and picked up like a hospital bed, a lift chair, all this random stuff, and the guy's like, it's not going to fit. And I'm like, it will fit, just give me a minute. So we got it all in there, and then my boyfriend and I, we took a picture of it actually because it was just hilarious. Like I was laughing hysterically from the time we picked it up, and he had like a toilet seat on top of him, and he just had like adult pull-ups to the right of him, and he was like, is this love? I'm like, I guess so.
I think that might be like one of the gauntlets he had to go through that we've decided he's at least a keeper.
Yeah,
so
right.
far, right? That he put up with that.
In the beginning, he's like, I'm not helping you with the equipment. Like, I always used to get guys to help me for medical equipment, and then all of a sudden now he's helping me all the time. So it must be true love. But I love helping seniors. So any day that I have the time off, it's just great. I just love how I can help them get and return home, and not have to go to another part of assisted living or skilled nursing. I think it's awesome to be able to give them the option to go home and
sure,
kind of helping us fill in the gap.
Well, and that's the best case scenario. We all know that we would love to be able to age in place in our homes, and sometimes that's the case, and sometimes it's not. But if you can help people stay in their home as long as possible, that's wonderful.
Yes, it is amazing.
So guys, I'm going to wrap this one up again, but once again, we're going to be doing this at Dr. Barbecue, which is where I'm at, downtown St. Pete. Really cool vibe. You're going to love the place. We're going to have the outdoor patio all to ourselves, cowboy themed, great food. September 18th, that's a Wednesday from 4:30 to 6:30. You get to come out and meet all of my fabulous sponsors and Kelly, and I'm asking for a $5 donation at the door to help save our seniors, and I think you can agree that it's a charity well worth our support.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And we look forward to seeing you guys in just a couple of weeks. Take care.